Wake up in the morning, ground, have some meditation, try and assess your day before you start your day. Kind of run through your mind before you really get out of bed. Okay, what am I going to do? I'm going to get up. I'm going to make sure I got my meals prepped. This is what I've got to do today. This is how I'm like, plan your day out.
Yeah.
A lot of times, all the time, when someone says to me that I don't have time, it's because their plan sucks.
That's right.
They're not planning their day out.
You'd be amazed at what you can accomplish getting up like an hour earlier or being the first one up in your household. You know, for entrepreneurs, like put the home gym in. I have a home gym. Like I don't really use it as much anymore, but like that's where I got started back. Is if you like, and when you have small kids, like if like in our case where we had 3 kids close in age, it is hard to sometimes get broken away because there's help, and we would actually work out. They're in the garage with us at times when we were working out. Either way, put the home gym in. Like get some dumbbells. You can get dumbbells up to whatever weight you need. Put a little squat rack in there, half rack or something. Get a piece of cardio, like a you don't even need a cardio equipment. Just like get something in there, and then get up at 4 in the morning. Get up at 5 in the morning before everyone else is awake. Get in there for 45 minutes. You can crush a great workout in 45 minutes. Oh, yeah. You can do a lot in 45 minutes.
I'd go as far as saying, and this goes back to Dorian Yates. Dorian Yates said, if you're training alone more than 40 minutes, you're not training.
That's a good point.
Right, because like you say, you can crush it. You can
like you and I, hour and a half, but like there's 2 of us going. One person, like you don't need to rest that much. Like you can get after it.
Move it, get in, get out. And I think fundamentally, at the end of this episode, I'm going to put a link in, so I'm going to put the episode up, and we'll have some free options for anybody who wants to get on their plan.
Yeah.
Right? It's going to be a base nutrition. It's going to explain to you what macros is, right? What carbohydrates, fats, and proteins you need, how much protein you need to build muscle, how much protein you need to maintain, what you want to ratio. We want to put in for people. I'll put a basic training program in there. Starter, advanced, intermediate, whichever one you are.
Yeah.
And whoever you are, if you're listening, if you're busy doing something and you're finding it a little bit difficult, maybe find some help in it. At some point, we're going to have a community and we're going to have people ask questions so we can backtrack with everybody and kind of give advice and help each other move forward.
Yep.
But the main thing here is whatever you're doing is the smart choices on diet. They're not magic anymore. We're not talking 1950s, 1960s, where you kind of everybody had a base idea of nutrition, but everyone's was wrong.
Right.
You go to school and they tell you this is the food pyramid. You need this much of that, this much of this. We don't live in that time anymore.
Right.
You want to know what good nutrition is? Go onto Google, go onto Grok, go onto any type of system and type in there and go, give me a diet and you put in your parameters. It'll spit out a diet for you. Yep. Tell them what food you like. Like, it is not difficult to get plans.
Nope.
The hard part for you, me, anybody is execution.
Yep.
Discipline, application, and consistently going back in. And I think you mentioned it a few times, and I think it's a very difficult thing, if you haven't done it before, is learn to love the process.
Definitely.
Like, man,
that's huge.
When you can switch your mindset and you can love what you do and you get into it every day and it becomes part of your fundamentals, man, it's then whatever you're doing doesn't matter.
I believe that's the difference maker in the longevity of it.
Yeah.
If you don't love the process, you won't last.
You'll struggle.
If you are only focused on getting a result, like, you're gonna fail.
Yeah.
It's just that simple. To me, that is the mindset shift that has to happen for anybody to do this long term, to do it over a course of time. Is you truly have to enjoy the process.
Yeah.
You just have to.
And I think what we'll do is in later episodes we'll dive into like, listen, no one can help you or do it for you and tell you how to love the process.
Yep.
You have to get into a mind switch whereby you go, you know what, this is what I want to do. The results look at the results as a symptom, and then use that causality of every day doing it. What's next? And eventually, I mean, I've been doing this for years now. You've been training and being an athlete your whole life, and you've had this mind switch recently, especially as you say, your struggle being food, which honestly is most people's struggle.
Yeah.
Well, I still struggle with food even now. Right. It's at no point are we sitting here going, listen, we're the perfect example. We just do this. Man, there's days I'll black out and I'll eat 15,000 calories of shit. Right. Because everyone has shitty days.
Yeah.
It happens. And then I look at it and I go, okay, I better go do some extra cardio tomorrow morning, hit the fucking gym hard. In the next 2 weeks, I'm going to fucking nail it.
Yep.
And it's kind of get back into it. Right. So, everybody has the downfalls. But I think the important thing here is, one, just fucking start.
Yeah.
Just start. You guys know what you're doing. Just kind of get into it. And then build your communities. Speak to guys around you. Talk to guys in the gym. Man, there's so much knowledge in the gym.
Well, my opinion is you're listening because you want to level up.
Yeah.
You're trying to do better. You're trying to get, whatever that is that needs to get fixed. Maybe it doesn't need fixed. You just want to get better at what you're doing.
Yeah,
like that was my case when I met you. Like I was already on track.
You were on your way.
Yeah, like I survived my first workout with you. But,
yeah.
But my point is, like, I wanted to level up. I wanted to take another step forward, and I got around somebody that was better than me. At least that's how I saw it.
Yeah.
And now I'd like to believe we both push each other to be even better.
Heck yeah.
Right? And that's what it's all about, is like getting a community of people around you. That's what we're trying to build here, is a community of people that want to be better, that want to level up and need some help. Right? And it's okay to say you need help.
Absolutely. So. And that's kind of, Layman's Lab is an epitome of a brainchild of Kevin's and mine, where we want to build communities, especially for men, to be better and be the best version of themselves.
That's right.
That's where we want to go. And in the end of the day, is nutrition, diet, and exercise is a massive part.
Yeah, and I don't want it to make, like, I think one of the things I've been guilty of in my life is, like, I'm guilty of looking like I got it all figured out. I don't.
Living in the silo.
Yeah, that's why I love the Layman's Lab, because this is just a couple guys that are just down-to-earth dudes like anybody else, just trying to figure their shit out, trying to figure out life. And we're sharing what we're going through, and we'll share some of the difficulties and struggles in some episodes, and many other things. But like, to me, what I have really learned is when men surround themselves with other good men, a lot of good comes from that.
This is true.
Right?
This is true.
And really just building each other up and trying to help each other and sharing what's worked, what hasn't worked. I think that's what this is all about.
Yeah.
So it's a good episode.
And if you're one of those guys out there and you're struggling and this gives you some motivation, all best advice that I can give you, and I'm sure Kevin will give you, is just don't fucking stop.
That's right.
Just keep pushing.
That's right.
It'll get better. It gets, there's some dark times.
Quit.
Just fucking don't quit.
Yeah.
Just keep going.
100%.
I think right there is we'll call this episode. So.
Like it. Good one.
Awesome.